Welcome back, everybody! Oh my goodness, it's finally here. The Key 3 extravaganza. Where I actually don't really have all that much knowledge about what could possibly be coming out of this. So, it should be really fun. I'm usually pretty good on keeping up to date on, like, leaks and rumors and stuff. But, yeah, I got nothing from this one. I have no idea what could possibly be coming out of this. Well, I mean, I suppose that's not entirely true. I have two games that I'm fairly certain that they're going to talk about today. And, I mean, that's mostly because stuff that's been happening on social media, so it's almost like an open secret. So, I mean, just kind of rip the Band-Aid off and spoil a couple of things. Apparently Crash Bandicoot has been sending out, like, care packages to people. I'm gonna guess there's gonna be something Crash Bandicoot here. More than likely it's that, like, live service thing? I'm not even really sure how to describe it. I saw some leak, like, footage of it a while ago, but I don't even know how to describe what that game actually looks like. It's like you go around collecting, like, Wampa fruit against, like, another team. I don't know. It's not even like Capture the Flag, though. I don't know. It's weird. As much as I love Crash Bandicoot, it's a series near and dear to my heart. I probably won't touch it, unfortunately. I don't know that Crash Bandicoot's going to sell me quite on that. And then the other thing is Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. Because their Twitter has been doing 7 days of developer comments, which started last Thursday. Which implies the last one would be, you know, today. Just in time for Key 3. So, you know, more than likely we're getting those two. Otherwise, I have no idea. I'm actually, personally, I'm a lot more excited about the Xbox event that's coming up on Sunday. Because that really sounds like there's going to be just insane stuff. Like, stuff I don't think most people expected to see. And then the one thing that I think could be here, because there's supposedly going to be, like, 2 Persona announcements over the course of this weekend. But I've heard nothing about one of them. One of them has pretty much been outed as being specifically at Xbox, but there's no guarantee that the other one is going to. So maybe here we get that. Supposedly at Xbox, everyone's ranting and raving about a Persona 3 remake that'll be announced at the Xbox event for later this year, apparently. Just something I only saw, like, today. And the other one is there's going to supposedly be another Persona 5 spin-off, which, yeah, of course. The 6 hasn't been announced, which means that they're only going to make P5 stuff for the time being. This supposed P5T, which I don't think anyone quite figured out what the T stands for. And I believe it is different from the weird mobile game that's also coming out soon. So, yeah, I'm excited for this event, because that's the best thing about the Summer Games Fest, is it's, like, tons of third and even some first-party stuff gets announced here. You just never know what's actually going to show up. I'm also kind of hoping that Nintendo gets their shit together and, like, sometime next week gets an event out. But it sounds like that's probably not going to happen. It sounds like they're probably going to push their big summer event to July, which is really unfortunate. That's why I liked E3 so much. I mean, the event is neither here nor there, but I personally really did enjoy being able to have, like, all the gaming news is basically all across this one weekend and into the next week. That's really the only bad thing about E3 being, you know, effectively dead. But hey, we got geoffkeighley, and that's as much as we'll ever need, really. Too bad his house is on fire, along with the entire province. and is actually such a massive problem that, like, so today I actually went out and I stepped out to get some groceries, and my God, I could barely breathe outside. It was rough. It's not good out there. I was thinking of going and doing a cardio workout at the gym, and then I thought, no, because the point afterwards, when I have to walk from the gym to, you know, the Llama mobile, that would be terrible. Would I even be able to make it with the amount of breath that I still had from the gym? Yeah, it's not good right now. It's not good being outside. At least where I'm at. So yeah, hopefully we get some people in here. To that's my knowledge, actually. I think I might be flying solo on this one. I'm probably gonna have some friends live tweeting, but other than that, I don't have much. It's just me on my lonesome. Oh, so alone. I like the music though. Pretty catchy. This man is listing, apparently, a bit to the left, I assume. What is this sample that they've got going on here? Why does it sound so silly? Oh man. Gosh, so the biggest question of any event, of course, is what do they open with, what do they end with? And do they have a one more thing? I've kind of hated that recently they've gone away from the one last thing. Where it's like, oh yeah, we know that this is, you know, this is gonna be it. A lot of places just don't even surprise you with anything anymore at the end. And I wish we'd get back to that. Yeah! Key 3, let's go! Jeff Key 3! I really hope this isn't an event where it's just geoffkeighley talking to a small audience.
Please welcome
oh no,
to
here
the
we go.
Stage, the creator of the Game Awards, geoffkeighley.
I like how he's the creator of the Game Awards, even though he's the creator of Summer Game Fest too. But everybody knows the Game Awards.
Hello, everybody.
I
Welcome
guess.
to Summer Game Fest. We are in person, and today we've got a look at what's next in video games for you. We are live here in Los Angeles at YouTube Theater, and it feels so good to be in person with a fan audience.
I'll be entirely honest. I forgot that SGF is like a weird little talk show, which is kind of unfortunate because I really like what all the other big publishers do, which is basically just, here's a bunch of trailers all in a row. Just go. Unless we really have something important to tell you, then just here's a bunch of trailers. I really hope this isn't another like 8-hour experience like the Game Awards usually is. There's a reason I don't usually watch the Game Awards. Fucker's too long and there's not enough actual news in there, and I just do not care who wins any of the awards. I frankly don't.
Is to get you excited about the future. In just a few minutes, we'll see the first extended gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1.
All right, yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Don't worry. Alan Wake 2, the reveal of Fortnite's next season.
Don't care.
And yes, we do have a very special grand finale that you're not going to want to miss.
Death Stranding 2.
I'll say right now.
His best buddy Kojima hooked him up.
Right to the games and gameplay. The first reveal
let's do
is
it.
Something you're not expecting, which makes it that much more exciting. Here we go.
Oh my God, is this Prince of Persia? It's absolutely Prince of Persia. I can't believe they brought Prince of Persia back. Oh my God.
Taken to a forbidden land.
That is an absolute hell of a way to start up the
The immortals to rescue him and save
to start up your event here, bud.
We weren't
I'm gonna be very sad now if I was entirely wrong. But I'm pretty sure that this is Prince of Persia, and it's going back to its 2D roots. And that's actually, that would be really cool. Oh, shit. The MCA, do you work anymore? Nope, the MCA don't work. Cool. I'll do that, sorry. I keep forgetting to set up my DMCA button. Man, there was actually like a lot of people who've been like clamoring for a Prince of Persia comeback somewhere. But the old games that Ubisoft had made were all very, very similar to like Assassin's Creed, so nobody really figured out a way for them to bring it back. But honestly, this is probably the best way they could have brought it back. Just bring it back to its roots as a 2D platformer. This is probably the best way they could have done it. Good on you, Ubisoft. Good on you. I'm not a huge Ubisoft fanboy anymore, but good on you guys. You did well.
Incredible platforming, puzzles, and animation, bringing a modern take on the legendary franchise. You'll be able to see.
I can't fucking believe Prince of Persia's back. How the hell did they get away with this and nobody knew?
Video game franchise that just celebrated 30 years. That's right. It's time for Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh, okay. I'm not a huge fighting game guy. I've been thinking about getting Street Fighter 6, but
it has been 4 years.
I'm not a huge fighting game guy in general. So, I mean, Mortal Kombat 1. Always cool to see Mortal Kombat coming back around. Always cool to get demonetized over the violence.
Everyone has been asking, what does it look like?
Which almost certainly it will.
How do the new cameo fighters work? Well, now it is time for combat. No spoilers, but this video is literally insane. Here is an extended first look at the story, gameplay, and yes, of course, the fatalities.
Yeah! Demonetize me, baby! Yeah!
I have had enough of you. Then go before I put you down. Fight.
Before I put you down with my normal straw hat that isn't razor blade coated. This looks a lot faster than MK used to be. Is that just me? I'm not, like I said, I'm not a huge fighting game guy, but this looks faster.
You have proven worthy of joining us.
Like, Mortal Kombat, I feel like, is normally pretty slow.
What do you want? Sento. It's my family blade. Sento's mine, and I won't give it up without a fight.
Is that fucking Johnny Cage just owns a sword? He stole a sword from some family? Oh, is that the cameo fighter thing that they were talking about? Oh, it's just an X-ray move, but with somebody else? Oh, cool. Oh, Cage has battle damage on him. Look at it.
Okay, let's go back to one here. Who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm.
Lord Liu Kang.
God of fire.
So it's literally just an... Oh my god, Jax doesn't have his metal arms! I'm pretty sure that was Jax. They went back all the way to the first game, where he actually has normal arms.
You have skills, Raiden, but you're inexperienced.
Whatever experience.
Wait, Raiden? Interesting. I mean, I figured they probably had to bring... I like how they run it off screen and then run away. I like the cameo fight. Look at him. Was that Baraka? I feel like that might have been Baraka. Okay, no, that was Kano. Had to be.
If your disease becomes known, you will be banished. I only want what's best for you.
Or do you secretly covet my throne?
Oh yeah, Goro! Sick. 4 beefy arms. We're hugging. Oh my god, it's Striker! Striker, just actual policeman from the MK universe. Is this a cameo fatality, or is that the similar, Oh, that looks interesting. Wow, they really went back to, like, the OG designs. Like, the real OG designs. Because they're all very simple. Like, as Mortal Kombat went on, the designs of the characters got, like, much more differentiated. As opposed to, I believe in the first game, it was just rotoscoping, like, one dude, for the most part. So everybody looked more or less the same and very simple. But, like, that Kano is, I'm pretty sure, just ripped out of OG MK1.
I mean, that was pretty good, right, guys? Now, I'm sure you have many questions about what we just saw, and to tell you more, I am so honored to welcome to Summer Game Fest one of our industry's greatest creators, a man who has been loyal to the same franchise and fan base for more than 3 decades. Please join me
God,
in
is it Ed
welcoming
Boon?
to Summer Game Fest, the creator of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it's Ed Boon.
Ed Boon!
Of course it's Ed Boon. The man who, even after, I believe, Mortal Kombat 1 was announced, was claiming that it wasn't Mortal Kombat 1.
Congratulations. They love you. All right, well, Ed, first
Man,
of
has
all,
Ed Boon
thank you
always
for
looked
that
like he's
incredible
melting?
world premiere. We got to see all of the
Or is it
gameplay
just hot in
from
there?
day
Because
one.
this man,
Everyone
I don't know what it
wants to
is.
know more about this, 'cause
Something
first
looks a
of
little
all,
off
this is
about him.
It's MK1, right? It went from 11 to 1. So tell us about this. Is it a new timeline?
Yeah. I don't know how many people have seen the ending of Mortal Kombat 11. Liu Kang basically was kind of graduated into, like, you know, a fire god, right? And he created a brand new universe. And this universe, this is why we're calling it Mortal Kombat 1, is because
Delicious water.
this is the beginning of a new timeline. A number of these characters you've seen before, but they're told in a completely different story. And so Sub-Zero and Scorpion are brothers now, and there's all these things that were rivalries before are now allies, and so mixing the whole thing up. So we're just kind of rebooting, and that's what the 1 is for.
Well, it looks incredible. Everything we saw there was, you know, in-game gameplay. The cinematics look incredible. I know the team is working for.
One thing I like about this this game is that they have those weird over-the-top X-ray moves, but like so they get battle damage from it. You can see it in the trailer, but it's very, very not reminiscent of the actual damage they took.
Sort of a pair when you start the game.
I don't know, that's kind of
Normally
silly.
In a fighting game, you'll see a roster, basically, you know, where you select your character. After you do that, there's a second roster of characters, which are a whole new, completely different fighters that are the cameo fighters. And these fighters
Interesting.
actually, they will join the fight.
Oh yeah, Jax!
Blank squares there.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, imagine yourself.
Oh yeah, that is an OG Sonya Blade. Holy Lord!
Multiple times, as you saw in the gameplay, you know, so you can you can basically combine.
So
these
Jax is
characters
just Carl
together
Weathers?
and combine
Why is he smoking?
all the cameo fighters, and that's where you see. That's where the player's kind of imagination comes in, and they can actually customize it for what they like seeing. You know, the best team ups.
Well, so how does that work? So you're in gameplay, you have your main, you have your cameo. How do you summon them? Is it time-based? Like, how often do they come in? It's not a tag team thing, right? Where
Yeah, exactly. And you're basically summoning them. It's just one button push is basically summoning, but they have a variety, so you can go, you know.
So yeah, you just got an assist. I think it's interesting that you get assists that aren't like normal playable characters.
Oh, I see. So you can bring them in a combo. Almost.
Exactly, exactly. And you see there's like a meter up on top, which is basic. That'll
Got your
limit it, so
assist
you can't
meter,
obviously fire
I guess
them
is what he's talking about.
indefinitely, but you can call them pretty much whenever you want. And they have, like in the middle of a combo, they'll have a lot of, basically a whole arsenal of their moves. So Sonya, you saw come out there. Sometimes you'll see them appear twice in there.
Amazing. So time-based, they come out, and then obviously as you go through, you revealed some of them there, but is it a different set of characters that'll be in the cameos? Are there some repeats from the main roster? How will that work?
Yeah. Some of the characters are going to be available as cameos as well as the main roster fighters. You can play Sub-Zero with Sub-Zero, right?
Okay.
Same thing with
just
Scorpion.
two Sub-Zero, sick.
Our cameo fighters are kind of like nods back to our first game. So you'll notice Sonya and Kano and Jax are in their kind of older costumes. And so there's a lot of that novelty. We have a lot of like really surprise ones. I think you guys saw Goro.
Yes, Goro popped in there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of like kind of really digging into the old Mortal Kombat games as far as getting, we really love the novelty of it. We really want the cameo characters to feel, kind of nod to the old games.
Well, speaking of none of the old games, let's talk. You confirmed, I think, or at least knowing that Jean-Claude Van Damme is actually going to be in this game as John.
What, really? They're bringing back Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I mean, Bloodsport was such an inspiration for Mortal Kombat 2. He finally is now.
It's
sick.
It's a huge first full circle moment. The first Mortal Kombat game, we originally wanted to be Van Damme, the video game, and that never really worked out. So I can't tell you how many times over the last 30 years we've tried to get him. We were this close, like 4 or 5 times. And so finally we got him, and he's doing the voices, too. Wow. So you're going to hear Jean-Claude.
Wait,
his
voice of who?
Cage lines and stuff like that.
He's Johnny Cage. Okay.
The team has been working so hard in
I'll
Chicago
take it.
this through COVID and
Van Damme is Johnny Cage. That's on brand.
It's been a very difficult.
I like the casting.
Secret to keep over the last 4 years. And so, but
they did a pretty good job of it until, if I recall, was it earlier this year or last year, where there was that WB investors call that just straight up said, yeah, we're having a 12th Mortal Kombat this year.
Amazing.
And it's like, oh, okay.
Thank you so much for
Good to know that that's coming out.
At MK1, as you said, this weekend people will be playing it, press and media, so we'll be seeing lots more coverage, lots more characters to reveal on the main roster and cameos. Ed Boon, thank you so much. First look at Mortal Kombat. Awesome. Thanks so much. Amazing.
Yeah, Ed Boon.
That one. All right. Next up, it's been a fun couple weeks for action RPG fans with the release of Diablo 4, which is truly fantastic. Another big and anticipated ARPG is Path of Exile 2 from Grinding Gear Games.
Oh, okay.
We've been updating and patching the original
Interesting.
POE
Path of Exile 2.
in 2013. We haven't seen anything on the sequel in over 2 years, but that changes right now. Here is your first look at a raw gameplay capture from Path of Exile 2.
A raw gameplay capture?
To a new level.
It's literally just some dude doing some debug stuff. Yeah, I'm not a huge ARPG guy. I thought for a while about getting into Diablo 4, but I don't know. I just wasn't that big a fan. I also heard that game is always online, and it hits lag spikes when you're trying to do things sometimes, which is, not great when you need to dodge stuff. That wasn't very much gameplay, but considering you haven't heard of anything Path of Exile 2 in 2 years, that's pretty good. Find out more in July. Okay.
Looks amazing, and there's more coming in July. Last week marked the release of Street Fighter 6, a game we featured last year at Summer Game Fest. Well, the team at Capcom has an important update to share with you right now.
We're putting it up to $2 million on the Capcom Cup. Who is this? What? Why is it? What is Robot Ryu? What is this? What? What the fuck is this?
I am the Advanced Artificial Intelligence Leviathan. Welcome to Bikitoa Island.
Oh, it's Exo Primal, but they're doing a crossover with Street Fighter 6. Okay. Okay, I think I get it now. That threw me through a loop a little bit. Oh, nice. That's right, Exoprimal's not even out yet, is it? When is the release date on that? I don't actually know. Coming fall 2023. Oh, it's July 14th on Exoprimal. Okay. Man, Exoprimal's such a good, dumb game.
Street Fighter facing off against a dinosaur probably wasn't on your bingo card for today's show. That Street Fighter Cross Exoprimal collab will launch in the fall with the game coming out on July 14th. But guess what, guys? That may actually not be the craziest collaboration on the show today. Check this out.
Oh boy, what do we got?
There's nothing more powerful than imagination.
It's Nick Cage. Oh, this is the Nicolas Cage Dead by Daylight, isn't it?
Transforming everything you may think you know.
There he is. Didn't they show this before? I was hoping we'd get a little more about what it actually was.
That's right.
Like, is he a survivor? Is he a monster? What actually is the collab?
I figured the easiest way to find out is probably to go right to the source.
Oh no!
Creative choices have earned him an Academy Award and a few.
It's gonna bring out Nicolas Cage. You never know what you get with Key 3, baby. Nicolas Cage taking the stage.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Happy to meet you.
Oh my God, there he is.
Say welcome to the video.
Oh, wow, yeah, thank you. I'm so happy to be invited to your very, very cool club, everybody.
Finally, I mean, I gotta say, this is such a crazy, unexpected
Oh my
collaboration. I gotta understand, how did this? Maybe he'll show up in Fortnite, maybe he'll be in a Kojima game, but Dead by Daylight. I mean, how
Well, it's a museum of horror, right?
Yes.
And when I make movies, one of my favorite genres is horror.
As you could tell by his performance in Wiley's Wonderland.
There's a character, a murderous ghost named Sadako, who I think is amazing, and she made an appearance in this game, so that was good enough for me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's what's fun is you're
Fair
playing
enough.
survivors in this game, and it's cool that, it really is this museum of horror. Michael Myers, you said, all these different characters all coming together. And you play yourself, or who do you play?
So I play this heightened, exaggerated version of a film actor named Nick Cage.
Yes, a heightened and exaggerated version. It's unfortunate he's in on his own joke now.
He's making a movie, and instead he wakes up in the fog. And in the fog, he's surrounded by crows and serial killers, and it's rather amusing. And
Okay,
there's
so
something
he's a
about it
survivor.
that I think as a
I
survivor,
guess.
it's
Yes.
like a bonding experience. It's a bit like hide and go seek. You have your 3 other teammates who are survivors with you, and it's teamwork. You're working together to pull through, and I like that. And so that was a large reason for wanting to do it as well, that feeling of bonding with your friends.
And you're fully in for this. I know we heard your voice in there, so you recorded lines for it and everything?
See, I want you to know when you're playing the Nick Cage survivor, I even have when you're choosing your skins, I even say, always remember to dress to match your talent. I want you to know that you're with me, that we're one, that we're fused.
All right,
it's
so
important
at least we know now. He is
recognize
just a
that
survivor in
everything I
there.
say, from the scream to the grunt, down to the most minimal, exasperated expression of.
I wonder how
whatever it is,
how
it's my
good the
voice that
the
we're
voice acting
fused.
lines are gonna be. I wonder how much effort they put into writing it.
I mean, this is so fun.
And
This game,
directing
as you
his
said, is such an
acting.
awesome kind of, collaboration with so many different characters. For you, I mean, how did you find out about Dead by Daylight? Do you know much about the video game
Somebody
world?
very important in my family
Yeah.
is a Dead by Daylight enthusiast,
Okay.
and that really put the hook in, ha, pun intended. See, Dead by Daylight to me was an opportunity to branch out.
Nick
See, I've
Cage,
never
he's
been
just
invited
there.
to
Dead
do
by
it.
Daylight. Nick Cage is
I'm
just
always
there.
looking for new adventures. So this to me was like, wow, I can make a whole new audience, meet a whole new audience, and branch out and go on this Dead by Daylight.
Man, should I play Dead by
adventure. I
Daylight
didn't say-
sometime? I've never
took me
touched it.
Nothing but a split second to say yes, and Speaking about
Even though that
split
game's
seconds,
been out for like a
excuse me, what I
decade now or
noticed-
something.
Excuse me.
Crazy.
Sinuses, allergies. What I noticed was that every move you make when you're doing this, when you're in the gaming space, it's timed down to the split second. It's a very immersive experience when you're acting out in this space because every move, every grunt, every sigh you make has to be timed perfectly with the gamer's moves. So that was something that I learned from this, and I'm always looking to learn something.
Well, we love having you in the video game world. We want to see Nick Cage in more games.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Nick, thank you so much. Hopefully the first of many. Nicolas Cage, great to see you, man. Awesome. There you go. Lock it in.
Yeah! I like how he just walks away. Just,
Nick Cage and Dead by Daylight.
it looked a little bit like he was there just to collect a paycheck, unfortunately. But, you know, it's Nick Cage. He's always an interesting guy.
On July 5th. And here's an exclusive first look.
Oh, yeah. I want to hear his voice lines. Let's hear it. Oh, man. Come on, I want to hear his voice lines. Alright, we got some efforts. A few more efforts. Alright, that's that one at the end there wasn't too bad.
Anything goes here at Summer Game Fest. All right, thank you very much.
We take those. We take it. When Nicolas Cage blesses us with his presence, we take it.
Back in 2019, The Witcher on Netflix, inspired by the Witcher book series, showed the potential of well-done adaptation.
Witcher 1
Later
remake.
This month, Season 3, Volume 1 arrives, and now it's time for the world premiere of the trailer, introduced by Henry Cavill and the cast.
Oh,
Hello, Witcher fans.
Yeah, Henry Cavill. Whoa, where did he get this beard? Holy Lord. Wait, is that that Hemsworth brother that's taking over? He's just there.
Thanks for tuning in to the Summer Game.
Oh no, it's Jess here. Never mind.
Neutrality. It won't get you a statue. But it'll certainly help him keep.
Season 1 was alright of Witcher, but Season 2 I wasn't super big on. And then I unfortunately watched Blood Origin and wished I could have gouged my eyes out, but, you know.
Neutrality has consequences too.
You're right.
Wow, that was like the worst blood effect I think I've ever seen.
Everything that's happening. It's all connected.
It's all connected.
If war is coming, there is no hiding her from it.
Wow, that looked like something straight out of the last Airbender movie. That fire effect. I don't know what it was, but that's... ugh. And I'll be honest, I do not remember the effects looking this bad in the last 2 seasons.
History has a way of repeating itself. The dangers we've seen foretell an even more menacing future. For the first time, I understand real fear.
We're witches.
Is that so?
We're witches. Well, that thing's not a witcher, but...
I'll never get over how cute they look for monsters. And they're like, no, please don't hurt me. And then, wow! Fangs. Just like a boatload of fangs. All up in your business.
Not gonna lie, it didn't really sell me on something I wasn't that in on. But was more, I had some investment in that. It just didn't quite sell me, to be honest. What do we have here? Oh, oh, oh! Oh, I think I've seen this game before, but I don't remember the name. Witch Hunt sounds correct, but I don't remember that being the name? But yeah, this actually looks pretty cool. This looks better than that other game that's very much like this. Witchfire. Is that? Was that the name of it? I don't remember. Smilegate Entertainment. This looks like VR. The way they're shooting this makes it look like VR. Yeah, this is a VR game. Grenade!
Let's go.
This looks, I'm not gonna lie, this looks like almost the exact same thing that the Sony version of this was. Crossfire Sierra Squad. And an OLED TV. Oh, all right. Oh, Revenant 2, yeah?
The root will destroy everything
Gotta be Revenant 2.
for all time.
I never actually played Revenant 1. I had a bunch of friends who played Revenant 1 and said it was really good. But I have not gotten out to it.
Turning back after this. You sure?
Oh, now we're getting a little sci-fi. Maybe it's not Revenant 2. Is that a big manta ray? More of like a hammerhead shark, but yeah, yep, Revenant 2. Called it. I like how they had a random OLED TV ad in there too.
Game Fest to come, including a first look at the gameplay of Alan Wake 2, the world premiere of the new season of Fortnite, Call of Duty Season 4, and maybe a few more surprises for you. As we go through today's review,
We already know you got Death Stranding 2 sitting at the end of this.
To react to the news,
We already know.
welcome everyone co-streaming the show live on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and
Wait,
other platforms.
gaming TikTok. Yeah, he said welcome. Hi. Hi, Key3. I love you.
For watching more than 30 minutes of the show. Now, speaking of surprises, another legendary gaming hero is set to return later this year in a brand new game built from the ground up in a style that I think is going to get this fan base
Fable.
and longtime fans of video games very excited. Here's another summer game fest.
Oh, is this Crash Bandicoot? Is this the Crash Bandicoot thing that I'm pretty sure is here?
With a classic feel.
Oh, it's a Sonic game. Ooh, interesting. Oh, is this like a Master Chief Collection version where you can just switch between the graphics? I mean, the 2D Sonics are probably the best Sonics, to be fair, so... Little 2D Sonic never hurt nobody. Oh, look at that classic Amy design! Look at that! A design I don't think's ever been used in any game ever. Oh, okay. That's kind of cute. Ooh. Okay, that's the classic bonus stage. I like that it looks like it's multiplayer, if I had to guess. What the fuck? Million Sonics! Wait, who the heck was that? I forget. That dude has a name and I don't remember what his name is. Because I think he's only appeared in the fighting game that no one remembers. Like Sonic Rumble or something. Oh boy.
Bringing an exciting new character to space fantasy RPGs. However, we don't just have a new peak for current players, but also for those awaiting the game's release on PlayStation. Take a look.
Oh, well, there you go. Wildus.
I wish this universe had a few more things to do. Don't you
You know the most depressing thing that I heard the other day? Actually, I heard it this morning. I heard that supposedly Hoyoverse is trying to make a Star Wars gacha. Frankly, I don't believe that because they have zero incentive to do so. Because they then have to split the profits, and they already have the two biggest mobile gacha games in the world right now, in Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. So I don't see that actually happening, but, you know, rumors are rumors. Oh man, which flavor of Twink will we get this time?
Need a hand? My pleasure. Let's see some sparks fly.
I think that's honestly the biggest issue with, like, all the Hoyoverse stuff. All the male characters look the exact goddamn same. In different heights. And that's about it.
I miscalculated. Can you let me have some fun this time?
Yeah, PS5! This game runs on mobile already, yeah? Yep, it's on mobile.
Later this year on PlayStation. All right,
That's the one thing I keep... Oh, what?
Is it over?
No, it's not quite over. It's only just beginning. We missed Honkai Star Rail, introducing PS5 compatibility, I guess.
Oh, that's cool.
You also missed Nicolas Cage.
Oh,
So
that's a shame.
I mean, that's an actual shame.
I had to deal with puppy things, and also I'm dying.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Really is. It turns out I'm pretty sensitive to whatever was in the trees of Canada is now in my lungs, and it's making my lungs mad.
Yeah, I went out to get groceries, like, this morning, and I absolutely had trouble breathing out there. It was bad.
Dude, I thought I was okay yesterday. I was out a lot yesterday, but I even wore a mask out for parts of when I was out yesterday.
I was playing volleyball outside yesterday, and I felt fine.
Oh, no. I went to bed, and I guess because I was, like, horizontal, my lungs changed. I, like, woke up in the middle of the night manually breathing.
Oh. Oh,
And
you never want to
every
switch to
breath-
manual in the middle of the night.
Yeah, and every breath hurt. It felt like my lungs were on fire. And I kept,
Ooh.
like, trying to not breathe. Because it hurt.
Yeah.
But
I
that
can
doesn't
imagine.
work.
Please, please, body, stop breathing.
Hold on, guys. We just need a minute. And even now, like doing really deep breaths, I can feel it. Like it's in there really bad. And like yesterday, it was like a fog was in my neighborhood. It's funny because I've talked to other people like north of me, and they're like, it's not too bad, but it's pretty bad. And I'm like, how's it? Fuck Canada for somehow sending it specifically to me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not that bad. Also, Lies of P, which, I don't know, looks interesting.
I like the aesthetics. I didn't glean anything from that about what it's supposed to be of.
It's Pinocchio.
Demo for Lies of P is
Really?
Yeah, the main character is Pinocchio.
That's hilarious. Pinocchio is big this past year.
Yeah, he really had like 2 movies in the last 2 years. It's weird.
Did its copyright run out or something?
Maybe. I know Winnie the Pooh did. It's like basically all the Winnie the Pooh characters did except Tigger for some reason. Tigger is still solely owned by Disney.
Yeah, I don't know how that one was different, but I don't know. Maybe it was made at a different time than Pooh Bear.
Maybe. Oh, you also missed Prince of Persia's coming back.
Again? Hasn't it?
But like as a 2D. It's going back to its roots as a 2D.
Interesting.
What is this Dragon Quest looking shit?
This is Dragon Questy. But
yeah.
Dragon Quest West?
Well, I guess it's, I was gonna say, I guess it's more Akira Toriyama-y. Because all I'm getting is art.
It looks like Borderlands mixed with Dragon Quest.
That's kind of interesting, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't hate it. I'm just like confused.
It's like a weird combination, but I think it might work. It's weird Akira Toriyama Borderlands. I will say, Keighley did say that we were gonna find a bunch of stuff in here that no one was expecting, and for the life of me, I could not have expected this.
Yeah. Sandland. Oh.
Sandland. These machines, the people who made them. We got a date, or is this just an announcement?
I think just an announcement.
Yeah, just an announcement. So pretty cool.
I love when we get announcements of things where it's just like, look at this thing I'm making.
I mean, yeah.
It's kind of like an artist showing, look at this canvas I bought.
Look at this, yeah, it's gonna be a great painting one day. Don't you want to buy it right now?
Painting is gonna be on it, and you might get to see it.
Maybe someday. Might even be able to buy it.
Stay tuned for Day of the Devs from iMapeIt and Double Fine with some
Coughing
incredible
with
indie
all
game
the
reveals.
soot in the air.
Now, one of the biggest independent publishers is
I'm not probably gonna stick around for Day of Devs, but
as part of Summer Game Fest, they'll be revealing a number of ambitious new projects. Let's see how many you can figure out in this little tease.
Oh man, we got a sizzle reel in the middle.
Stray.
Other Worlds. Neon White. Oh my god, what is the name of this one? I haven't seen that one.
That was Samurai, I think.
Maybe? Yeah, Neon White again.
Stray again.
That was like Infinite Dungeon or whatever right before Stray.
Life is Strange? Was that Life is...
I don't think so. Oh no, it's Outer Wilds. That's the... God damn it. There's Outer Worlds and Outer Wilds, and they came out like within 2 months of each other, and I forget the 2 of them. Wait, June 29th is just strictly Annapurna? Oh, that's pretty neat.
I wonder what that was at the end. We'll find out later this month. All right, next, we're stepping into the world of Throne and Liberty, a free-to-play PC.
I didn't catch what was at the end, so.
From NCSoft and Amazon Games with an
I don't know either. They said introducing, so I think it might be something new.
To transform into creatures to battle across land, sea,
yeah,
and
maybe.
air. Here's a look.
Or it's Sword of the Sea again, which would be cool. Sword of the Sea looks cool.
Oh, Amazon Games trying to do another MMO already.
And NCSoft. Which means that they probably just are taking this from overseas.
Yeah.
Also, I think they said this was mobile. Although I may have heard wrong.
I know they said and PC.
Maybe.
But I'm running on 4 hours of sleep, and half of that was breathing, so...
Fair enough.
I'm not parsing what people are saying.
Yeah, understandable.
It's an MMO. We need to have a giant dude in armor and a pretty deer thing.
Is this just
Deer's gotta
recycling
glow.
all of the systems from that other one that they put out that I don't remember the name of?
Could have told you before you asked me.
Of course. Oh, hey, you get to turn into an eagle, though. That's cool.
That is pretty cool. Ironically, you know what the problem I had with the last one they did? The last Amazon MMO?
Yeah.
You couldn't get any pets or anything.
No, they literally
have a
put out,
mount.
like, the basic of a game. There was
Yeah.
nothing to keep you in it past, like, getting the level cap, from what I could tell.
Pretty much. I mean, it was fun until it turned... Okay, so can you only turn into an eagle?
No, they had him as a wolf right before then, too.
Oh, okay.
So...
I just saw 3 people turn into eagles, and I was like, alright, well, very eagle-focused game.
Sign up for the tech test. And watch all of your public details get leaked online because we
Yeah.
didn't close the chat box to JSON intrusion.
Watching on Steam right now, I'm sorry we don't have any free Steam Decks for you right now, but on June 19th, Steam Next Fest does return, giving fans a chance to try.
Oh, I forgot. So they had a trailer just for Witcher Season 3 on Netflix, too.
Medieval fantasy sword fighting game Warhaven
Which,
from Nexon,
I don't know.
which lets you transform into
Didn't look that
supernatural
great to me.
mortals. Here's
Yeah, well, apparently it's the season that made Henry Cavill quit, so I'm not interested. I also hated the way they handled the first season with, like, such a passion. Like, I was so excited to see one of my favorite book series get a TV show, because I was like, oh, this will be so cool. This is going to be so interesting. I think it's really going to translate to TV well, because you don't... Geralt has the personality of a wooden board, so... So you don't lose anything by not being able to get his...
Oh,
insight.
what is this For Honor shit? What is this?
That is 100% For Honor. For
I was
Honor,
gonna
dude.
say that, but then someone did like a massive Buster Sword uppercut. So now I don't know.
I mean, it definitely looks like For Honor.
It's UI-wise, it absolutely right now is looking like For Honor. Which is kind of interesting that somebody's getting onto the For Honor train, what is it, almost a decade after it launched?
Yeah.
Warhaven. Well, I wish them luck. It's Gang Beasts, but not Gang Beasts.
Oh, yeah.
I remember seeing this a while ago and just, you know.
It looks cute. I just don't have any reason to play party animals.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're
like,
really in the mood for like a Gang Beasts, you're not gonna play a Gang Beasts. Is this Walking Dead?
Pilgrims, summer is coming, and with it,
Nope,
a
Dying
lot
Light.
of cool stuff will make its way to Dying Light to stay human. Get ready for darker, more dangerous nights and roaming volatiles, complete with improved parkour, rolling out with the next update in June. Then, right after that, we'll...
I kind of have to come out with an update that makes it so that night is dangerous, because apparently they took out like a lot of the danger that was at night in Dying Light 2. There we go. Whoa. Oh, so here's the Crash Bandicoot thing that I thought was gonna happen.
Okay, sure. Are you also dying from the suit?
Probably.
Sure.
I was.
No more outdoors for you today, Pixel. I need to find out if they make tiny little N95 masks for puppies.
I bet someone did.
It would probably have to be like a helmet, you know?
Yeah, so that the dog didn't actually try and take it off.
Yeah. It's just Pixel in an astronaut costume.
Hmm. Samsung Gaming Hub.
Welcome back to Summer Game Fest. Isn't that great? By the way, Crash Team Rumble is going to feature playable Ripperoo and Engine, Neo Cortex's right-hand guy in Season 1. Now,
I mean,
it's time
cool, but Ripperoo was alright, but Engine was never interesting.
Joining me is a guy who was last on stage at the Game Awards
As someone who's played pretty much every Crash Bandicoot game, I'm not that excited about that game.
Remedy, Sam Lake.
I haven't played them, but I like watching people play them.
Good to see you. Looking dapper as always.
Thank you.
Alright, Alan Wake 2 gameplay, I believe, is what they said at the top of the show.
Alan Wake at the game, or Alan Wake 2 at the Game Awards. You said 2023. We are in 2023. It's coming this October, and we are so excited about this, Sam. I know it's been a long time coming for fans and for you.
Delicious water.
Years since the first Alan Wake.
My water's trying to kill me.
What can we expect in the sequel?
It's been quite a journey, yes.
Yeah.
Finally, after all these years, the water is striking back.
Survival horror game. We have two playable characters. It's a 50-50 split between them. They are.
Because I remember people who saw that Alan Wake trailer were saying that it was going to be all from the ladies' side, and you weren't going to play Alan Wake, but I guess you do.
Gets to switch between them at given points in the story as they choose.
Oh, the game I haven't personally played. I just watch other people play it.
PlayStation event you
Fair
reviewed,
enough.
Saga.
I have not played Alan Wake 1, so or any other Remedy game.
Bright Falls, and she's sort of living a narrative that Alan has written. Is that right?
Well, that's a good question to ask going into this. So
I don't know why, but to me it always felt like Alan Wake is trying, like, just, I don't think the game is trying to do this, but like having that name just feels very much like we can't call it John Wick because that's copyrighted, so we'll call it Alan Wake.
Which is weird considering the first Alan Wake came out like a decade before the first John Wick.
Linked in some way, right?
I know, I'm just saying, it sounds like it.
A series of ritualistic
Yeah.
murders. Okay. And
I'm not gonna lie, I mean, Alan Wake looks a lot like John Wick does, to be fair, too.
When they discover
As you know, purely as happenstance, because, like I said, Alan Wake was well before John Wick.
Missing rider
By initials AEW.
and this horror story starts to come true around them.
Interesting. So obviously, it's Alan is still going to be playable in the game. You're going to experience his journey, but Saga, this is sort of new character, and there is that sort of link. Tell us about
I said this earlier in the stream, but I kind of don't like Summer Games Fest for these bits.
Yeah,
where they're not showing games, it's just Keighley talking to people. It's like, I don't care, just get to the game.
It's
like, it would be one thing if they were doing like a more casual, like, podcast type thing, but this very much is giving me like
this can be enjoyed.
Awkward announcers at a sports fest, like a sports game.
Yeah, yeah, no, I
it's,
feel it.
It's like too.
Well, it's canned, right?
Scripted. Yeah.
It's probably rehearsed.
Yeah, exactly, and it's like
up the experience so that you can hope to play.
Like, you don't need to
as he's trying to find his way out.
Do it 100% like improv, but like this feels very much like I'm trying to remember my lines.
I mean, you should have seen the Nick Cage one. That one was like really.
Yeah, but it's Nick Cage. We can just.
Yeah, you at least got to see Nick Cage being Nick. Well, he didn't quite break out the whole Nick Cage, but.
Go on
He didn't go full Nick.
I mean, he didn't really need to, let's be honest.
True.
For this event,
I
I
love
don't think
that
he needed
he's apparently aware of that.
Oh no, no,
'Cause,
he made it pretty well known there during the thing that he knows.
Intertwine, I'm sure.
And I think it was some someone was talking about that movie,
Willy's Wonderland?
No, The Unbearable Weight of Being Famous or something.
Oh, isn't that just him playing Nick Cage?
Yeah, no, it's just him as him. But he went into it and like
what are we gonna see?
tried to be a little normal, and the like director was like, no, give us more. And he went, oh, do you want the full Nick Cage?
The full Nick Cage.
And the director was like, yes. And he went, all right.
All right, here we go. I haven't seen that movie, but I have heard that he's pretty entertaining in it. So
yeah, I've heard I think it's pretty obvious both him and Pedro Pascal are having the time of their lives, which is always fun. Like, even if you don't like a movie, like, being able to tell that the actors, like, put a lot of energy into it, I feel like makes it at least semi-enjoyable. Like, Michelle Rodriguez in the D&D movie, she was obviously having the time. Michelle Rodriguez, right?
Was it? I don't know. I never saw the movie.
Oh, no.
I only remember it's like Chris Pine is in it or something.
Yeah, and he's also obviously having a fun time, but she's just like getting to swing an axe at people, and you can tell like she's throwing all her weight into it because she's just living her best life. And I'm like, I'm so happy you're having a good time and not just driving cars with Vin Diesel.
Oh my god, that is what she's been doing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
She's been in all of the Fast movies.
Yep.
I forgot. It's been a minute since I've seen one with her.
It's really funny because Luke likes Fast and the Furious a ton, and he's seen like almost all of them. I've only seen the first one because he showed me.
Nice. Wait, so did he go see that new one with
We haven't seen the brand new one yet. No.
Steve from Minecraft?
No, we haven't seen that yet.
Oh, Jason Momoa, that's his name.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, fucking Sonic blew up the wall.
Oh yeah. Okay, Alan Wake is like demons and shit, right?
I think it's like shadow people or something. Because I remember, like, in order to damage enemies, you have to, like, shine your flashlight at them.
Occultist. A monster. Like Nightingale.
Oh boy, medkit. This game's pretty far in, because they actually have, like, the interactables and stuff. A lot of gameplay demos, they just either strip those out, or it's not far enough in there. Tattooed heart! Man, can I get my heart tattooed?
Like I saw it in a dream.
Did you just pick up a heart?
Yeah, you know.
Like a still beating heart?
Killer left a message.
It's for us.
We were all trapped in a horror story. The horror story wanted us dead. There's something.
I think that was a really short gameplay snippet, but maybe that's just me.
No, that was pretty short. That wasn't as bad as that one gameplay snippet thing. That was, I don't remember what game it was even for, when it was literally just the guy walking.
That one doesn't remind me of anything, but I remember they had a Path of Exile 2 thing in this thing, or yeah, in this event, and that was like also incredibly short. That one was like less than 30 seconds, I think.
We're facing a Tyranid splinter fleet. They engaged us on 2 planets.
Oh, is this Space Marine 2?
I'll be straight with you, Titus.
I think this is Space Marine 2.
About your reinstatement. There could be questions. Will that be a problem? No, Captain.
Yeah, I should play the original Space Marine. I should figure out where that's even playable anymore.
My pledge is eternal service. Xenos inbound! Eviscerate this abomination!
I've taken to writing down all of the games that we see because I always forget a bunch of them.
You know, and you have to wait for like a good article to come out that actually lists all of them and not just some of them.
Yeah. Well, plus I usually like to talk afterwards about like what was seen and what looks cool and all that. But then it's like, especially with the PlayStation one that just happened, I like forgot half of the stuff that was in there. And it was like, oh. I was like, oh, this is kind of like a mid one. And then it was like, oh, wait, no, I forgot about like 5 games that are actually really cool looking. Oh, that's a pretty sick little statue. Golem 2!
I kind of like this art style.
Yeah, it's like the Square Enix 2Ds.
Yeah.
Only a little less anime in the sprite art. Brave at Night, where have I heard them before?
You know what I kind of almost wish it looked like? I like the like background. I wish the sprite arts looked more like Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds or Link not Link Between Worlds.
Are you talking about that new Link's Awakening remake that they did not too long ago?
No, like the 4th Legend of Zelda game. Hold on. Brain not braining.
Beautiful indie game, yes, Your Grace, Snowfall. Now it is time for another global
Old
game
Link
announcement. This one
Awakening.
comes from the
That's
minds
yeah.
of Saber
No.
Interactive.
Link to the Past.
Old one.
Yes, horror
Yeah, Link to the Past is what I was thinking. Like, it would be really
Okay.
cool if they had Link to the Past style sprites with that background.
Check this
out. Another one from Saber Interactive. It sounded like this was something from a franchise, but I didn't quite hear what he was talking about.
We gotta be ready.
I was thinking too hard about Zelda.
Yeah.
Which is really how I spend most of my days.
Yeah, how are you doing with Tears of the Kingdom? Oh shit! I just forgot. There is absolutely copyrighted music.
Oh yeah.
That looks pretty neat.
I liked the zombie face there. That was creepy.
Yeah, that was actually good design.
John Carpenter's
Toxic Commando.
What a name!
That's kind of sick, actually. I kind of like this.
I kind of like it. I'm kind of intrigued.
I'm very interested in why they got John Carpenter's name on it.
Me too.
Because this isn't necessarily a horror-looking thing.
If this is co-op, it might...
That looks like it's probably co-op.
It should be co-op. I didn't...
Alright, back on with the audio.
More unexpected collaboration.
I was like, I could just hear it faintly because it was playing on the radio in that car that they were in.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna mute this now.
Yep, good move.
Release of Baldur's Gate 3. And today, a new member is joining the cast. We're about to see the reveal of Lord Enver Gortash, the commander of a mechanical army of Steel Watchers. He's a second antagonist and is voiced by a familiar name.
Ooh.
Interesting. With Tears of the Kingdom though, I really love it. I have like nitpicks for it, like little things that I'm like, I wish we had done it a different way here.
From enemies within and without.
You are soon to witness the
but honestly, it's so well made and well put together
a new age is upon
that
us. Gods have mercy on those who would stand in
it's,
our way.
I don't know Jason Isaacs.
The yank of the leash from the hand of its master, but it
I
can't
reckon.
be an equal.
Is this
You can be my equal.
Malfoy's dad?
A brittle
I think that's Malfoy's dad.
Jason Isaacs?
Break. I want to lead this.
Granted, I don't know who played Malfoy's dad.
Scorches earth.
Friends, allies.
Yes, it is. Put him in a long blonde wig.
This city is mine.
That's kind of funny.
I'm not ready to call you enemy. What do you say?
This actually does sound like him.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it is
and
him.
no, you got it. You absolutely sniped that one.
I'm so kind of proud of myself. Like, hold on.
Yeah, I had no idea. It's been too long since I've seen anything Harry Potter.
I heard him go Potter in my head.
Potter.
But yeah, no, I'm adoring Tears of the Kingdom. I'm gonna be playing this game for months, like after I finish it, just because there's so much. There's so much, like throughout the entire game. They've stuffed it with shit to do. I have like 20 side quests going on right now.
Oh, I haven't like touched any of my side quests. I've got like millions of them.
I know, it's just getting ridiculous. I try to clear some of them when I can, but then it's like, oh, I gotta go do main quest shit. But fuck, there's.
I've done almost all the main quest shit except for go to the castle and beat the boss, I think.
Warning, that's not the end.
Oh, it's not?
Nope, because Luke thought it was too, and then he was like, yeah, there's like at least another 2 to 3 hours of gameplay after.
Interesting.
Like
of story stuff, or 2 hours of get there and fight the boss.
No, I think it's like get there and then you have other things to do other than fight the boss.
So the castle itself is 2 hours, and then there's a final boss at the end?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. He finished it over vacation, and I was mostly hanging out with my family, and he was also hanging out but playing Zelda at the same time. I'm actually really excited for this Spider-Man.
I didn't play the first one. I actually got Miles Morales as a bundle with my PS5, but I played it once and I just kind of like, eh. I don't know. The general open world genre has not appealed to me in years. That's a pretty good Venom design, I will say.
Yeah, the Venom is pretty cool. Anything Spider-Man, I just love. But I'm excited to see Venom and Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah, I really like the Kraven the Hunter thing that they showed at the PlayStation event.
Yeah.
That was
I got really
cool.
confused when they showed it though, because I was like, I thought we were getting a Spider-Man game. This makes it seem like it's a Kraven game, which I would also be down for.
For a second there, I thought they were literally showing us a Predator game. I was like, huh?
We were all struck with the footage that you showed at the PlayStation Showcase was, how that is going to really impact the game.
If it was as good as the last Predator movie, I'd love it.
That and how, the gameplay is going to be.
I don't know if you got to see
Prey was
that
alright.
one.
I like Prey.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
It's one of the better ones after the first one.
Yeah. Agreed. Nothing really beats that one, but
yeah,
this one felt like a return to that feeling.
I feel like a lot of the appeal of the first Predator is it's a slasher monster horror movie with a bunch of jacked dudes. Which is not really what Prey is going for.
Yeah, that's true, but it kind of felt like the same, like, these people don't know what they're getting into.
Yeah.
And, like, they have no clue of what's about to happen. Or I feel like in other Predator movies, it quickly becomes like, we're dealing with an alien, so we're gonna deal with it.
Yeah.
Whereas it felt like in the first one and in Prey, they're like, what the fuck is going on? And I just like it when a movie, like,
Yes.
I feel like too many times,
can
like,
promise you we are very
I don't know how to phrase this without it sounding really stupid.
Oh. Yeah.
The
okay.
characters
Yeah,
have
let's
too
take a
much
look.
context for what's going on.
Hmm.
I feel like not a lot of movies do the whole, like, getting across that the characters are confused and in danger.
Yeah.
Nailed it. October 20th, Spider-Man 2, exclusively for PlayStation 5. Got it. Awesome. Well, Brian, thanks so much for stopping by. I know you got a lot of
So
work to
October
do.
20th for Spider-Man 2,
Wrapping
eh?
up the game, and we'll check it out in October. Thanks, Brian.
There you go.
We got our date. All right. Now let's take a look at Pal World, a multiplayer.
Yeah, Pal World. Yeah.
Who can also fight. In other words, kind of like Pokemon with guns.
It is Pokemon with guns, and your Snorlax just absorbs bullets.
Expansion to Black Desert Online, which recreates the mythical folktales from.
No, I don't care about Black Desert. Get the Pal World, damn it.
Bosses too.
I just opened your stream and I realized that my Discord face is
Yeah. Your Discord face is on there. It always has been.
I just never, like, looked right at it. I always pull you up when I see you on to at least, you know, give you the view, but...
Yeah!
I can't get over the fucking Pokemon with guns. I mean, that's just a fucking Eevee and a Wooloo.
Look at them, like, out there manning the fucking turrets. Did you see the little plesiosaur dude, like, hugging the rocket launcher?
Yeah.
God, this game's gonna be great. Who the fuck are you? And you. Can I put that legendary looking Pokemon into my salt mines? Release date, release date, release date, release date! Okay, I'll take it. Do I have to sign up? Because I will right now.
Yeah, for how long this game's been going on, I'm amazed it's going into fucking early release, but maybe they've just spent this entire time fighting off litigation from Game Freak. I'm the Pokemon company.
I'm frankly surprised that they're even getting to this point.
Right.
That's just a Kuma from the fucking Street Fighter.
I was about to say that's fucking Ganondorf.
Nah, he's not hot enough.
I don't know, Demise was pretty ugly. Though I suppose he did have a presence to him. Now that straight up looks like Demise.
Who?
Original Ganondorf is a demon named Demise.
You mean Demise?
They say Demise. Like he's fucking French or something.
You.
Or at least I've heard other people say Demise. Maybe I'm crazy. And it's Demise.
Possible. This is Lord of the Rings.
Literally, it's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, no, I told you, I had this one. I had this one called.
My man knows when he's looking at dwarves.
I know when I'm looking at dwarves that are dressed specifically like they're in Lord of the Rings. Is this just the Mines of Moria? Hey, no dwarf would ever use a crossbow.
Come, my fellow dwarves. Rally together. It's time we took back our home.
Return to Moria! Yo!
You called it, man.
I was not expecting Moria.
I didn't say anything. You said, is this just Mines of Moria? I was like, yeah, kind of just looks like the Mines of Moria.
I mean, I wasn't sure, but it's like, you got a bunch of dwarves from Lotor mining. So I figured it had to be, you know, Mines of Moria, probably. I'm down. I'll check that game out.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to look at an exciting new mobile game from a legendary franchise.
You. Is this the Beyond Crisis? FF Beyond Crisis? Fucking Genesis!
What?
Yeah, I think this is Beyond Crisis, which is basically a mobile version of the entire set of all FF7 games. So it goes for, what was it, Crisis Core through normal 7, and then to some of the games after, I think. I think that's what this is. But I'm not entirely certain. Oh, that's right, it even covers that random, like, mobile game that only came out in Japan, that it was, like, on primitive-ass mobile phones. And nobody outside of Japan has ever played it. And you play as the Turks. Wait, who's this dude?
It's Sethra.
Oh, it's
I don't know
Ever-Crisis.
anything. I don't know anything about any of the Final Fantasies. I've never played any of them. I've had multiple people try to explain it to me. The only Final Fantasy I played and enjoyed was Crystal Chronicles.
That's fair.
And thank you.
Also, supposedly FF7 Remake 2 is probably coming next.
I told people I played Crystal Chronicles and they like gatekept from me and were like, that's not really Final Fantasy. You're not actually a fan. And I was like, okay, I still just like Crystal Chronicles though.
Here's a look at a game we debuted last year at TGA. Banishers Ghosts of New Eden, the story of two ghost hunters in the haunted wilds.
I would definitely recommend FF7. That's on basically everything now. That's, I think, the only one that I've played before. So. Oh my god, it's a Don't Nod game. Which means you're not actually going to play anything.
We end suffering for those who live. We bring closure.
I don't know. Sometimes I like games that are just like.
Oh my god, you're actually playing. Holy shit. A Don't Nod game that you actually play? I don't believe it.
This is revolutionary.
I know. I also appreciate the man's Scottish tartan.
The man says we face a choice,
right?
simple and awful. I banish you. Death to the dead.
Death to the dead.
To be together again.
That, I feel like they tried to make that sound epic, but that's just, it just sounds so silly. Death to the dead.
It's about as silly as what's dead may never die. It's like, well, yeah.
Yeah.
You tend to only do that once.
Typically. Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. Got Yakuza, man who forgot his name or whatever. Breaking out the Dragon of Dojima! Let's do it! Is this gonna have gameplay? Alright, that looks... What the fuck is that? It's got spirit threads. And a World War II bunker. What the fuck? Oh, Gaiden. Oh, so that's what Gaiden was. I forgot.
Good morning,
Yakuzagaiden.
Stanley. It is 7:32 a.m. I hope you have a productive day.
Change username to just Stan.
Adjust
Stan.
morning wake up. Good morning, just Stan.
Base to capsule 12. Come in. You there, Stan?
Green across the board. Looks like we're good.
Ooh. Killer whale.
Definitely
Bigger whale.
Tim.
This looks like a bad idea.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is gonna get into a horror aspect here.
Yeah.
3 years.
So many go that direction, and it's like, can I just get a pretty underwater game where nothing tries to eat me?
What sort
Abzu.
of operation are they running down here?
Already exists. From the same people who made Flower and Journey.
Can I get another?
This doesn't make sense. There's someone else down here.
And they're scared.
Are you there?
Under the waves.
It's a beautiful new game, Under the Waves, and today, incidentally, is World Ocean Day. Fun fact.
Woohoo!
All right, next, Call of Duty.
Go Oceans!
Well, there's a new Call of Duty coming this fall, along with Warzone Mobile. Today, we're going to give you the first ever look at Season 4 of Modern Warfare 2 Warzone, launching next week. Here's your first look at Vondel, a new Warzone location with points of interest, including a medieval castle, a soccer stadium, and an abandoned zoo. Yep, it's all
Ooh.
happening. Check it out. Here you go.
And if I cared about COD, that might be cool. If my computer could actually store COD on it, that would be cool.
What are you talking about? You only have a PC to play COD, therefore you shouldn't have any other games. That's why it's 3 million gigabytes.
Yeah. Doesn't it not fit in a 250 gigabyte? Oh, I like the choke slam there. That was pretty sick. But yeah, like the game doesn't fit on like a 250 gigabyte hard drive anymore, if I remember correctly.
Hey, I don't think it does.
Which is absurd. There are zero reason that any game should be 250 gigabytes. Woohoo! I'm actually a little bit shocked people are still excited for COD.
Season 4 next week.
And I will say that applause sound very, just because, you know.
Iconic German automaker turned 75 years
It wasn't
today.
exactly what I would call
Celebrate their
enthusiastic
contributions
applause.
to the automotive and gaming space, and we've all raced a 911 in some point at a game. Xbox has teamed up with Porsche for a limited edition run of 75 consoles inspired by 6 famous Porsche race cars. And I'm thrilled to debut the first design here today, inspired by the Porsche 963 that's racing this weekend at the 100th running of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Let's take a look.
Is it just a big fridge? It's inspired by Xbox. It should just be a big fridge. Come on now. Big and as unaerodynamic as possible.
Can't wait for the Xbox oven to come out. Uses the heat that your game generates to cook the
Alright, those are actually decent looking Xboxes.
And here it is, the Porsche Xbox Series X. These custom consoles are not for sale, but you can enter for a chance to win one right now at
I'm not doing that.
PorscheXboxSweepstakes.com. Make sure to stay tuned.
Not that there's really any reason whatsoever to own a Xbox.
To get your hands on these consoles. All right.
I feel like Xboxes are just for people who are too stubborn to get.
Entry into the cozy farm
Yeah.
sim genre. We all like a cozy game inspired by classics like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. Previously
I mean, we'll see on Sunday, because that's when their thing is, and they should have tons of stuff coming out.
Yeah, true.
Senua's got to come out this year, I have to imagine. I think Avowed is going to be out too.
Days pass so quickly. Before I know it, they turn into seasons.
Supposedly people are saying Persona 3 Remake is going to be announced there. Should be interesting.
I think we found a way to get cozy and settle in. But there's
Is this an Xbox game? Is that what they were talking
It
about?
was a Nintendo game. Is it? I think this might be Story of Seasons.
No, it was called Fae Farm. They had the title up
Oh.
prior.
we can face anything. So, what do you say? There's so
Oh, that's a goofy looking dragon. I like him.
Yeah, this game's pretty cute.
Cute little art
September
style here.
8th.
No, it wasn't Nintendo. You're right. You're right. It was a Nintendo.
We promised variety. There it is. Fae Farm and Mortal Kombat in the same show. Only at Summer Games.
Now can we have like 15 more of those farming games, please?
Chief Development Officer.
Oh,
So we
yeah.
can so we can get the Nintendo fans back in here.
The developers behind the popular collectible card game.
Nintendo fans only play games or farm games, don't you know?
I mean, they certainly act like it.
Last time I saw you at the Game Awards when you won Best Mobile Game. Seems like you've been very busy. We're excited about the Spider-Verse content you've been doing.
Listen,
Lots going on.
Nintendo fans played Harvest Moon once, and it's had a death grip on us ever since. Even though you can't play Harvest Moon anymore
No,
properly.
you can. They make them. They're just bad.
Well, so it's actually the name of the game got sold to a completely different dev.
Yeah, it's no. So like the publisher, it was weird because the people who made it originally sold their rights to a publisher, and then they started making games under that publisher. But then they didn't want that publisher making money anymore or anything. But the publisher wouldn't sell them the rights, so the devs left and started making Story of Seasons.
Yeah.
Which is basically what it is, but the publisher kept the rights and keeps making. Wow, I forgot the name of the other series, Harvest Moon. They keep making Harvest Moon games, but they're bad.
They're awful.
Yeah.
Like, they're just terrible, and it's really... Like, it's sad, because it's like, I have such good associations with the name Harvest Moon, but...
Well, I mean, there's always Story of Seasons.
Yeah.
At least.
It's true.
Okay, I don't have an idea.
Oh, it's ProZD.
Here,
there he is.
That's fine. I'll see what I draw in future turns. Anyway, let's reveal the first location.
Lamuntis 1. Each player destroys their deck.
Okay.
I hope he actually... I hope this trailer is him actually coming out with his cow-themed game.
We can only hope.
Clover Dangerfield has a 25% chance of destroying your cow.
Okay, well, I mean, 25% isn't that bad. And it's gone. Okay, well, I have some powerful cards in my hands.
I think this is part of the Marvel Snap thing that was just going on, but I'm not sure.
Players cannot play 4, 5, or 6 cost cows.
You gotta be kidding me.
Also, if you don't play a card this turn, you have 0 friends.
No, you're just being
Yeah, I figured it was part of the Marvel Snap thing.
Mm.
So what did that have to do with Marvel Snap?
I think that was partly how the game is played. I've played it. And it's like fine if you like card games like that, but it just didn't grab me.
This summer, compare top credit cards side by side with NerdWallet and start maximizing your cashback rewards on everything from Wi-Fi
Woohoo,
to
NerdWallet.
headsets. Now, here's a look at King Arthur Legends Rise, a new cross-platform UE5 game for mobile and PC, a Fantasy Squad RPG adventure that is available to pre-register today.
Oh man, this is exactly what I think when I think King Arthur. Yeah, with Cthulhu yelling at King Arthur.
To save your kind. From an ancient evil.
I'm not gonna lie, this game looks awful.
I was just sitting here like, this is nothing of what I want when I think King Arthur.
Yeah, this is like not at all what I think of about King Arthur.
This looks like Dragon's Dogma combined with that Dota TV show.
Yeah. Except it's not gonna play anything as interesting as Dragon's Dogma, I'm almost certain.
Yeah.
There was almost no gameplay to that either, so who knows how it even plays.
Wayfinders. Do you remember the fall? The gloom descended on Skylight.
Wayfinders!
Rallied to protect the beacon.
God, it sounds like the stupid Hoyoverse main characters where they just give them a title.
Right. Like, just say adventurers.
Yeah. Although I will say, I have to admit, Final Fantasy XIV, you are called the Warrior of Light. So you do have a title.
But Wayfinders is just giving, like, I tried really hard to think of a name to call my heroes that wasn't heroes.
Oh, that's true. And then what is it? What is the Genshin is like? He's called the Traveler. And then Honkai is the Trailblazer.
Yeah.
Which is even worse. Fortnite, by the look of it. I mean, I will say, this has apparently gone on for an hour and a half now, and I have not, like, it's gone pretty quick. I did not expect it to be an hour and a half in when I looked at my time.
Yeah, I might have to bail, because I have to let the dog out soon.
Oh, dang.
Steve, seriously, you don't stand a chance.
Going on forever.
I mean, I'd be fine with that if they didn't have so many breaks for, like, they've had a couple of Samsung ads in here, which I don't care about.
And it's like, listen, it's not that, like, I have a problem with mobile gaming. Like, I love mobile games, but I hate games that are like, we're gonna do a full thing that should be a video game on a console, but stick it on your little phone. It's like, I don't want to play a game that detailed on that small of a screen.
Yeah, a space trash scavenger.
Captain's log, stardate 43152.4. Our fleet is cautiously entering hostile territory, and the crew is standing by in case they want contact.
Oh man, it's the Borg.
Oh shit.
Is this a mobile game too? I feel like we've hit the mobile game section.
Yeah. Looks like, yep.
Oh my god, that was a very mobile game. Who are you? Oh, it's Will Arnett.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? My buddy Anthony Mackie and I have been working on this for some time now. We're really excited to share with you Twisted Metal, which is streaming only on Peacock starting July 27th.
Ooh, interesting. Twisted Metal.
Excited to share a sneak peek of the character of Sweet Tooth, who I had the pleasure of voicing. Hope you enjoy it. Check it out.
This is gonna be fun.
Swung a little
It's live action, eh? Interesting.
Well, aren't we a tall glass of water? Me? I'm more of a Hawaiian punch. I'm guessing you don't fight much outside of your car now, do you?
Look, clown, I don't need four wheels to kick your ass.
Is that Anthony Mackie?
Yeah.
Any chance we can get this back in the cars?
How about a little kill music?
I'm just gonna hit that DMCA button and
Yeah.
I don't know if that's licensed or not, but I'm just gonna hit that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not laughing. I don't know. I'm not really sold. I feel like Twisted Metal could work pretty well, but that did not really sell me.
I might watch it just because it's got Anthony Mackie.
Fair enough. I mean,
But I just like him.
the Will Arnett voiceover actually sounded pretty good for that character.
I was actually gonna say, oh, excuse me. I was actually pretty impressed with his voice acting for that. I was like, you know what?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's being run through a filter, but yeah. And I think that voice fit pretty well.
Goddess of time. Receive my life.
I feel like that's one of the few instances where you can get away with running through a filter just because he's got a mask on.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here again.
Oh boy, not Hades?
That's another me. I look good. I rewind. I begin again, but with another me to fight with.
You're coming with me. You're not the only one who can be in multiple places at once.
I mean, the mechanic seems interesting enough, but like... Are those only like reset as you die?
Onwards.
I don't know.
I feel that there are more.
Looks pretty cute though.
Very cool.
Yeah, it looked alright.
Game. All right, next up is a brand new IP from Ascendant Studios, a single-player, first-person magic shooter called Immortals of Avium. It's fast and
You literally had a game in this showcase that is just this that looks better.
Cast led by Darren Barnett as the main character Jack, and he joins us now. Hey, Darren.
Hey, guys.
Great to have you with us.
Doing? Thank you.
This is such a cool game, super high production value, spectacular gameplay. Tell us about the guy you play. You're the main character.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember that game, Witchfire.
Behind me, he's a battle mage.
No.
Oh, it's very similar to this, where it's like an FPS, but also there's magic elements.
Well,
it looks a lot better than this game does.
Fast-paced. There's so much action.
I don't know why. It's really unfortunate that these two are in the same show.
What can you tell us about the story and sort of how this battle mage Jack comes in? He sort of becomes a battle mage, right?
Yeah, he kind of comes from nothing. He's I guess they call him a street rat, is what he was. But he, during a time of intense.
And I'll actually be very disappointed if we don't get FF Remake 2, or FF7 Remake 2.
Like the elite Navy SEAL
in this, I thought for sure they would just stack it right there next to Ever Crisis, which I was not expecting to show up.
Great cast, Gina Torres in it. Lots of amazing actors in this incredible, really high production value game that's coming out this summer.
God, we got a lot of games that were announced. I've just been writing them all down here. To be fair, this has gone longer than I think any of the normal like showcases I were even used to back when they did live shows.
Yeah, seriously, I'm sitting here like, dang, this just keeps going.
Yeah. God, it's turning into the Game Awards.
You know, someone had to fucking take the place. So, if this is their awkward attempt at replacing E3, it's fine.
I mean, yeah. Oh, to be fair, most of the other like third-party developers also didn't do an event this year, like Ubisoft didn't. So they just kind of probably dumped a bunch of stuff into here.
Literally pushed us to the edge. Everyone that can fight already is.
Yeah.
And we're still losing.
Yeah, this is just like a Doom shooter, but magic.
You know, I'm kind of okay with it.
Yeah, until you hear the characters speak.
Oh no.
It's got that Forspoken energy in the writing.
What's our bearing, sir?
North by northeast, 5 knots.
We'll catch him, sir.
That looks like a Covenant ship from Halo. That is, like, weird. Also, they're inside a giant mechanical man. I just realized. Is this... Oh, okay, gameplay demo. Yeah, that looks a lot like a Covenant dropship. Or, well, not a... Like one of the capital ships.
Got it.
Hmm.
Gotta get to the control room.
This is actually giving me a lot of like Dishonored vibes too.
Yeah.
I think mostly because of that whip and the first-person perspective.
Hmm.
Alright, got a little singularity there. Also, at the beginning of this, Geoffkeighley was teasing that he'd have something big to end on. And I'm sitting here right now and I'm saying it's Death Stranding 2.
Oh.
I want to be an immortal. I want to fight this war as one of you.
That's my guess right now.
The Pentasod
Not
Is
a
we're gonna
bad
end
guess.
on DS2.
to manifest all three colors.
Which is a game I will also play exactly once and never again.
I don't know, Luke really enjoyed it. He's replaying it.
Oh my, why?
He likes walking.
Why would he do
That's
that
a
to
very
himself?
calming game.
I mean, yeah, but the whole point of that game is to go from the tedium of walking to one place to another to like ziplining across the entirety of the map.
Amazing raw gameplay today, and that game looks incredible. Coming out this summer.
So I don't want to go back to
actually.
walking. I made a zipline network of like the entirety of the main map.
Chapter 4, Season 3 Wilds launches, and today, Summer Game Fest is debuting the cinematic trailer to preview the season. The center of the island has collapsed, revealing a vast, hidden jungle with ancient
Where is
secrets
Luke, by
to
the way?
discover. And of course, there's a whole new Battle Pass lineup where you can unleash the power, yes, of Cybertron. Here we go.
Oh my god, we got the Transformers in here. Do we have the Beast Wars Transformers, though? That's the important thing.
Yeah, if Beast Wars ain't in it, I don't care.
I mean, Beast Wars is in the, it's in the new movie that's coming out in, like,
I know,
days.
and legit, that's the only reason I want to watch the movie.
That is fair.
I saw that and I was like, oh shit, I actually have to pay attention to this.
I haven't seen any Transformers movies since, Sam Witwicky passed out of that franchise.
Mm.
Well, that was just superfluous. Is the Fortnite planet on Unicron? That's what I want to know. Oh no, he's picked up the Allspark. He made a mini Optimus. I like how they had to have a normal size Optimus to make a mini Optimus. Oh, he's got the axe. See, Optimus Prime's axe. That's cool.
Fortnite Wilds launches tomorrow. Well, finally, guys, it's time to get to our grand finale.
Death Stranding
It is a
2.
deep honor
Death
for
Stranding
me
2.
To present this game. What you're about to see is a world premiere trailer that gives us a new look at an expansive world we can't wait to explore again.
Death Stranding
This
2.
game comes from a studio that surprised the world and redefined the RPG genre with its iconic characters.
Okay, never mind.
Rich storytelling. I want to thank them for this trailer for one of gaming's most anticipated
Mass Effect
upcoming
4?
releases. The rumors were true.
About what?
We're still here at the scene of this terrible disaster.
Oh, okay, he ended on FF7.
Massive tornado which swept through sectors
Okay.
Yep.
1 and 2. Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search and rescue operations are already in progress.
Oh, Red 13 in there. Alright, I would say this is fair to end on. I do think it's weird that they threw Ever Crisis just right in there in the middle.
It's so green. Even after everything we've done to it, it's still going strong.
Is there like an open world map to traverse?
But in reality, it's barely hanging on.
My question.
Was wondering.
Looks like it.
What's Cloud been doing these past 5 years? Where's he been?
And you're asking me this?
This is gonna sound crazy, but as far as I
It's
know,
the Chocobo farm.
Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
The life stream. It is the very essence
Cosmo
of our
Canyon.
star. The blood coursing through its planetary veins.
At least getting up to Cosmo Canyon
According
here.
to Hojo, they're connected to Sephiroth. Shadow
That's
is
the
a-
town where Aerith dies.
they called them.
Ah.
Sephiroth was in Midgard.
That's the little area where Aerith dies, I'm pretty sure they just showed us.
He's alive.
So we get at least to there.
Why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what?
Well, now, think we woke it up.
Angered it, more like.
Our UI looks pretty much the same.
Yeah.
She may be new, but she's still a Turk.
Okay, this is the outskirts of Midgar, looks like. Maybe? Or maybe it's Cosmo Canyon, I don't know. Oh, no, you know what? This is the town where Barrett lived. Oh, Yuffie. Yuffie gets to ride the dog.
They say she's a monster. That she can peer inside you. Into the very depths of your soul.
Genova.
That she
One of the
can
many
become
attacks
those
of
you
Genova.
hate, those you fear. Those you love.
You murdered my dad! You burned my village!
You know that I killed her. So, who is she?
I like how there was a bunch of spoilers in there for that.
Right.
There was like a bunch of FF7 spoilers in there.
There you have it. That was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming early 2024 to PlayStation 5. Nomura-san, thank you so much.
Early 2024 now, okay.
That's going to do it for Summer Game Fest.
Because last I had heard that was targeting end of this year.
Summer Game Fest. Stay tuned this weekend.
So that's
Updates on
gotten
many more
pushed back,
games
it
during
seems.
SGF Play Days, a hands-on event for media here in Los Angeles, including Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, as well as the Xbox and Bethesda showcase
what?
on Sunday. Right now, though, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from IM8.
Wait, hold on. What? He's talking about there's playable Cyberpunk DLC? What?
Thank you, Pixel. Thank you, Pixel. Thank you. Yes.
For Gamescom opening night live in
Sorry.
Germany, and again in December when we come together here in Los Angeles to celebrate 10 years of
Thank
the
you.
Game Awards. Thanks
Yeah.
for watching, everyone. We'll see you soon.
Wait, did he just say we don't have a trailer for the Cyberpunk DLC, but it's playable on the whatever show floor they have?
That kind of sounded like what he said.
I am so I thought for sure that actually would be here, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, I did think that we would see the Cyberpunk DLC. I bet that's coming at Xbox. Because I remember Cyberpunk, like, had their big announcement at an Xbox event, so I wouldn't be surprised if they go back there for the the trailer for it. Alrighty. I mean, that was
fun.
Yeah, that was long. It had some pretty good stuff in it. I am shocked that Prince of Persia is coming back at all. I'm shocked. I'm happy, but I can't believe it.
I know, it's pretty exciting.
Yep.
I'm interested in a few of the things. I'm actually kind of happy Fae Farm is coming to PC.
Yeah, I mean, that looks like a cute little farmer-like game.
I'm always looking for something to replace Harvest Moon in my heart.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't have you touched Story of Seasons at all?
No. I haven't gone through them. Stardew Valley with mods was fun.
Fair enough.
Wait,
what is this Cuphead?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still watching the stream, and there's like a Cuphead marionette show going on. Is this more Cuphead DLC? That'll take another 5 years to come out?
Yeah.
So anyway, you were saying... Sorry, I just...
No, I also got distracted by the Cuphead at the same time that you got distracted by Cuphead.
Fair enough. Oh no, it's just available. Okay. Oh, Cuphead physical. Okay.
Oh, that's...
Oh boy, get yourself a collector's marionette.
Oh god, that's vaguely horrifying.
Yeah? Not gonna lie.
Hi everybody and welcome to the Day of the Dead Digital Showcase. Thanks to Geoffkeighley for having
I'm gonna just turn this one off, I think, because I'm probably not gonna stick around for the double fine.
Nah, I've gotta head out with the dogs in a bit into the smog.
Into the smog. Don't die out there. Don't spend more than like 5 minutes unmasked or whatever.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna take them in the backyard. I normally take them on a nice long walk, but I'm like, nah, y'all are gonna we're gonna go in the backyard.
Neither you or the dog are gonna survive that, probably.
Yeah, I was like, we're just gonna hang out in the backyard for like 5 minutes so you have a chance to shit, and then we're going inside.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I'll see you later.
Yep, I will see you later.
Bye.
Have a good one. Alrighty, guys. So let's do a little recap here. I'm trying to. I wrote down all the games so I actually remember what was on here, so I can judge whether or not this was actually a pretty good show. So started with Prince of Persia, which was. I still can't believe that's a thing that exists. I can't believe that Prince of Persia is coming back, and they did it in probably the best way they could have, which is just that's our 2D series now. We're just gonna keep that as a 2D thing. I think that was a smart way to bring it back, as opposed to having it like compete with Assassin's Creed, which is the biggest reason why it just left forever. Let's see, what else am I looking on here that I'm interested in? Liza P looks pretty good. I kind of have to finish Elden Ring prior to that, but you know. I always think about getting back to it. Maybe this weekend. I kind of want to get into a rhythm of like having like FF14 on Monday, some shorter game on Thursday, and then having like a longer game sometime over the weekend. And that longer game will probably be Elden Ring. I mainly want to do that just so that I have like a bunch of time to like stream a longer game so I can try and get through it a little quicker. But anyway, yeah, so that was... We were talking about Liza P. Looks alright. Sandland looks very interesting. I'm not gonna lie, Sandland looks very, very interesting. We didn't get to see a whole lot about it, but I'm very interested in the little weird Borderlands-esque Akira Toriyama art style. Crash Bandicoot, unfortunately, probably gonna pass. I love the series, but that's just, I don't think it's quite something I'm really looking for. Alan Wake 2, I have nothing with Alan Wake. So, you know, I don't really have the attachment. Space Marine 2. Oh, I just realized the browser audio is apparently not hidden.
Set of conditions while you're playing against.
So I'm gonna turn that one off too, because you guys probably been able to hear the the direct still going on because I didn't mute it. But yeah, Alan Wake, I don't have much attachment to. Space Marine 2, I want to play the original Space Marine first, but Space Marine 2 looks kind of cool. Throwing that shit way back to like the Xbox 360 era of just like big dumb shoot bang game. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. That seems like it could be fun, but it's like one of those things where you gotta have friends for it, I feel like. I don't know that that's something I would get on my own. But it does look like an interesting little romp through that world. Pal World, day one. I'm a day one believer. Do I have to... Hold on, you know what? Live on stream, we're going to go over to palworld.net or wherever. And we are going to sign up for Pal World's early access if we can. How do I get into early access for Pal World? Is it just buy it or is it free? Hold on. Do I have to apply? I don't know. I'm adding it to the Wish. Okay, never mind. I'm not logged in. And I'm not logging in on that browser. But anyway. Yeah. Anyway, yes. Pal World. Pal World, good. Like Pal World. Lord of the Rings Return to Moria also looks cool. I'm going to try and get people to play that game. Because it looks fun. It looks like a fun little romp around being a dwarf. It gives me nostalgia for when I used to play Deep Rock Galactic and I was just a dwarf who drank beer and mined. That's all I ever really truly wanted in this life. Just to drink beer and mine. FF7 Ever Crisis. The only thing I really have to say about that is that looks like it's probably closer to like what a lot of people were thinking a remake of FF7 would be, as opposed to what the remake trilogy has turned into. But yeah. Just looking through some of the other ones on here. Honestly, that's like the it of stuff that I cared about. Oh, an FF7 remake too. Yeah, Rebirth, Afterbirth, whatever it's called. Yeah, no, that actually looks pretty cool. Like I went all the way through that in like what 7 or 8 days completely on stream. I'll probably do it again. But before that, I think I'm gonna try. I actually just bought Crisis Core because it seems like the reason they remastered Crisis Core is because that's important to the FF7 remake story now. Like, more so than it was. And I also have yet to actually play that DLC with Yuffie in it. So I actually do need to do that, so I'll probably be doing that at some point. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me just make myself big. I'm gonna... Yeah, there we go. I should really set a thing for that, instead of having to move myself. Yeah, just so we're not taking up like none of the screen here. There's just a bunch of empty space. Let's put me in. But yeah, FF7-2, it looks to me like we're gonna end up getting like all the way to Aerith's death, and that's probably gonna be the end. That's probably gonna be where FF7 Remake 2 ends. And my guess is someone else dies. I don't think that Aerith dies in this one. I think someone else does. Like Barrett or Tifa. One of the two. So, yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting to think about. Because they've literally gone and slain the ghosts that are keeping them beholden to the actual story. So they can just kind of do whatever they want. So, yeah. All in all, that was pretty fun. That was a pretty fun little stream. Lots of stuff came out, or was announced. There was actually a fair amount of gameplay, which I think was a pretty big issue that I had with PlayStation. Because, as we all know, if there's no gameplay, there's no game. So, yeah. Well, I think that'll wrap things up for today. If you enjoyed what you saw here today, why not you leave a follow here on Twitch, and then go down to my About section, follow me on Twitter to see when I'm streaming next, and go check out my YouTube archive if you want to see some of my other streams. Like, I'm actually going to be putting up that PlayStation thing tomorrow, I think, because I forgot to put it up on the archive back when I did, so I actually just went today and put a whole bunch of stuff up there. And follow my normal YouTube channel. I'll probably try and get some shorts of my reactions to this out, like I have been with a lot of other gaming news type stuff. And yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.